killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Me at the base.
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Meine Fresse, das war extremst link. Könnt ihr vergessen, dass das mit rechten Ding zugegangen ist.
3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Raise your nose. You're too low. 1,500 meters.
Oh, kein Schweif hinterherziehen im Wasser. Wir sind doch tief genug. Ups. Da war ja ein Zaun. So, egal.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far. Don't screw up now. Meters.
So. Weil ihr setzt mich die ganze Zeit schräg an. Das soll eine Gerade sein. Das ist aber total schräg. Das ist der Landebahn eher. So. Modern. Wenn wir die Upgrades machen, modernisiert sich wahrscheinlich einiges, weil deswegen sieht auch so anders aus.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Boah, alter Schwede. Überlege ich gerade. Nächste Mission. Gucken wir wenigstens mal an.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, a fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow them straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
Okay.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Mission Nummer 8.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Ja, ja, dein Gesülze nervt. Total. Neues Upgrade-Teil erhalten. Eigenbau der Königin. Jetzt will ich die Mission doch starten. Luftziel. Na dann. Wir kämpfen ja meistens in der Luft. Eigenbau der Königin. Bessert geringfügig Beschleunigung, Höchstgeschwindigkeit, insgesamt Manövrierfähigkeit und Stabilität des Flugzeugs. Nur Kampagnenmodus. Okay. Ja. Haben wir das so. Und Einsatz.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there.
Okay. Erreichen Sie im Zeitlimit die Zielpunktzahl. Bäh. Zerstören Sie in der verbleibenden Zeit so viele Feinde wie möglich. Okay. 12.000. Na super.
Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. The boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation, but they don't look like military.
Do you look anything like military?
So, na komm. Wo ist er?
Damn, that's what I call fireworks.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Na warte. Komm schon. Wo willst denn du noch hin? Jetzt aber.
Missile in the air. Heads up. I'm cornered. I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Alter, in der vorgegebenen Zeit?
3 minutes remaining. Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. Destroy the target.
Alter. Das wird dann wohl doch eine erzwungene Pause, weil... ja, guckt euch das mal an. Was ich an Punkte gerade mal kriege und was ich nur noch an Zeit habe.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Ja.
Minutes remaining.
One bandit back.
Ich hätte mal besser auf die Uhr gucken sollen, ne? Aber... Naja, egal. Machen wir es halt nochmal.
Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou act, tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from. It's like watching the fireworks display. Burn, baby, burn. Suck on me. People are cut inside.
Nee, das wird nichts mehr. Ich kann es wahrscheinlich nicht einmal auf knapp reduzieren.
1 minute remaining. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.